Good morning, everyone. Hopefully you're all doing well. What is today's date? I don't even know. The 12th? I'm so terrible. I can't remember. All right, what's today? What is today? How about today's Thursday? I think it's May 12th. And I'm not really sure, but it's fine. Spirit knows what day it is. Healing a union, possibly. Healing a union within yourself. I don't know. Those two cards just fell out. Let's see. What is today's daily vibe and spiritual healing? What did I just say? Healing a spiritual union. And what do I have? I have the Lovers and the Eight of Cups in reverse. Okay. The 13th. Oh, thank you, Nicole. Thank you. Duh. Sorry. Okay, yeah, see? Healing a union? Let's see about this union that you're healing. Okay, let's see about this union that you want to, or maybe you're thinking about this because of the cards that fell out in the middle. Okay, please, I had to check too. Okay, good. Hey, Maud, you're here early today. You must have got your notification. All right, let's see. Maybe you're thinking about it, like coming back to this union that you had or the union that you want. You're coming back to this thought pattern. Let's see where this vibe is taking us today. All right, what about it? Interesting how I have one card poking out. And what card is it? The Knight of Wands. It literally was just kind of like hanging on the side. Working early. Kitchen calories. Okay. Oh, he's been on your mind today. Okay, see? Thinking about it. Thinking about how, I don't know. I'm seeing, thinking about how this person would have done anything to not give fairly to you. Is that what you're thinking? Would have done anything, whoa, not to give right by you, do right by you. I think this is something that yep. Holy shit. Damn, I love you, Spirit. Okay. So, yeah. So, let's see. I think you're seeing how this made you weak. And now you're trying to bring stability because this left you unstable. So, you're trying to balance yourself out here. Okay. There's no change. and the big work and the heavy work that you did, okay, that led you to not getting what you wanted. I think you're realizing this. So you're okay. So I was right. You're in the thought pattern of how things used to be. You're going back to this mentally. You're going back to this union, this pair. Okay, and you're like, why were things like they would have done? Yeah. Why were things the way they were? I think that's kind of where you guys are at. Why were things the way they were? All right. You want to be victorious. You want to win. You want to come out on top in a situation. As I said that, all these cards came. I think you might have had a tower moment. That's what when I have like a shitload of cards that fall, it's almost like a aha, aha, all right? I feel like you're done going within. You've lost a lot. You're done dealing with any shit, because that was the word I was going to say stuff and shit came out. So you're done dealing with any shit that's associated with devil energy. Hold on a second. There's a whole bunch of cards just came out. Let me lay, and they all came sideways. You know, I read my shit sideways, okay? About 40 tower moments. Oh, yay. Okay. So you, in your head, you're about this manipulator, this person, this situation who refused to move forward with me, who you no longer want to deal with, you no longer want to battle. You know that you thought they were going to give you love, you thought that they were going to commit to you and move towards you. Okay? We kept talking about this situation, about this person who you felt was going to come in towards you, right? But I think the first card that came out was the Magician. It came out sideways. You're like, how manipulative this person was in fooling me to think that they were actually going to come in and communicate and be different than what they were. No justice served, okay? That's where you're at right now in your head with this situation. Okay, well, what about this, Spirit? What about this? What about this? Anything else you want to say with this deck of cards? Yes. As I say that, it's like you just vomited out words, vomited out cards. You didn't realize how deceptive this situation was going to be, this person was going to be. You didn't realize how they were not, like I said again, they were not going to come in and take action the way you expected them to, okay? Grand Rising, ooh, as we got 111, new beginnings, positive new beginnings, positive moving forward for you, not this other person. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, you just didn't know. You were confused because 1 minute I think that they were giving you signs possibly that they were going to come in and maybe do right by you, and then the next minute they weren't, and you're like, man, this motherfucker is deceptive. They never did what they said they were going to do, or I shouldn't say what they said they were going to do. They never did what they led you to believe that they were going to do. Difference. They led you to believe they were going to do something, and they never did it, okay? Lots of breadcrumbs, yes. Lots of, lots of little granules of hope. And they may not have actually said the words, but they might have said the words ever so slightly. You know, like that big curve in the road. Like, ooh, I'm not going to actually say the words and go straight. I'm going to go ooh around that and then go straight. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so they never actually did it. They never said it. So it was like, it's what they led you to believe. Okay, so what about this, Spirit? Why are you telling us the story today? As I say these two cards, flip and go back in the deck. You have an advantage now of getting unstuck. Yay! You're at an advantage of getting unstuck. I feel like Spirit's saying you are transitioning through this. Okay, what else, Spirit? You're not completely out of fear. I think you're just, like I said, stuck in your head. There's a lot of sideways cards. When the cards fall sideways, to me, that's mental contemplation. What are you thinking? What's going on in your brain? What's going on in their brain? All right. There's some fear attachments to this. Okay. So you're just like, you have the advantage. You're transitioning, but you're still just up in your head over this situation. It's like you're kind of like trying to dissect it. You're like, this person motherfucked me. How do I get unfucked? Like, how do I get out of this place? I think you're still trying to, like, I guess, wrap your brain around how this happened, or maybe how you didn't see the truth when you were going through it. Okay? That's what Spirit's making me feel. Well, okay. You couldn't piece yourself back together the way you thought you were going to. All right. But what Spirit's saying is there is no finishing this situation in the past. Whatever it is, it's done. Okay? It's just, I feel like Spirit's saying, get out of your fucking head. Sorry, I don't know why. Let's see. Spirit's really leading me to curse today. Get out of your head. All right? Stop. Like, stop focusing on that. It's time for you to regrow yourself. It's time for you to manifest what you want in your life. It's time to pick yourself up. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Ain't never gonna keep me down, right? You're gonna fall down and you're gonna stand back up. You're no longer gonna drink the Kool-Aid to get drunk and fall down. You're gonna stand straight up. Say, I'm not drinking this person's Kool-Aid. I'm drinking my own Kool-Aid, okay? Yeah, I'm mad at myself for allowing myself to give him so much of my energy. Exactly. Oh, hello from Australia. I would love to go see Australia one day, bucket list. All right. So it's time for you to pull your shit back together. Time for you to regrow. Time for you to create what it is that you want in your life. Hello? Oh, thank you for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. It helps the message to circulate. it's almost like Spirit saying, stay in this place of contemplation. And maybe I feel like Spirit's saying, stay in this dream-like phase, right? Of what it is that you want to create for yourself, okay? Yeah, so like, what is this illusion that you have in your mind of what you want to create? Sorry, I'm when I have my eyes closed, guys, it's me seeing what Spirit, like I need to close my eyes to see what Spirit wants me to see. So it's like, what is it that you envision your life for, right? Or to be, right? And it's like Spirit's like saying, like, stay in that place. Stay in that place of what do you want, right? What do you want? What do you want for your life? What is this? I'm so excited to catch you. Oh, thank you. Now you have to stay and watch, right? Because you caught me. I'm going to try to make it not so long because I do have a client in a little bit. I like to kind of get ready for my client. Oops. Whoops, there it is. Whoops, there it is. Another tower moment. Another clarity. Add 41 to yours, 40 Maud. Okay, so it's saying, things that make you go, okay, maybe I should start thinking about myself a little bit more. Thinking, yeah. Maybe I should heal myself. Maybe I haven't been so truthful with myself about the situation from the past. Maybe I really should be focusing on me regenerating, me growing, me moving forward. I would like to be at peace one day and start my damn life over in a new path, in a new me, in a new way. I want to create the most beautiful world I can possibly create for myself right here on this 3D planet that we live on called Earth, right? Yes. I'm situation the present. Oh, person. Okay, yeah. So, yeah. What else? Spirit wants you to know, though, that you've actually entered into this new phase. So if you're wondering, have I begun this cycle? Spirit's saying, yeah, you actually already have. You might be in the beginning phase of the spiral of this new pinwheel that is going to be your new cycle, right? But it's like you're in it. You've already taken if you haven't taken the physical steps forward, you've taken the mental steps forward, right? Yes. I want the world to be give. Well, don't struggle. Spirit is saying, you have luck on your side, right? You are going to be fortunate. You're going to be a lucky one if you stay on your path, right? The problem is we don't like to listen to our intuition. We don't say what we need to say, right? We're saying this the last vibe. We stay in this state of wondering and then dissection of the thoughts that we've created that we actually want for ourselves, because we want to not allow people to judge us, right? I'm crying now for Spirit massive. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. But we get into this dissection mode. We dissect the thoughts that we create that we want. We feel like sometimes that what we want is selfish, right? Message. Spirit's going to give you the message. Just say, you know what you have to say to Spirit? Spirit, when you send me the message, can you have my eyes open and let me know that this is actually a message for me? Right? Because sometimes we block off the message. We were like, no, that was the message. You just didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and this is funny because you're saying why, and the card came out why. Like why? I don't understand. Why am I not hearing it? Why am I not seeing it? So really, I feel like this is Spirit clarifying what I'm saying is. So I think Spirit has been giving you guys messages. Those who are looking for the message, and you feel like Spirit's not giving it to you. They're like, no, we have. You're just not paying attention to the signs. What are the signs? I don't know. And that's what you should be asking Spirit. Spirit, can you slap me in the face when that message comes in? Because clearly I'm not seeing it, right? We do this to ourselves. Don't be upset with yourself. We all do it to ourselves. Because we're so preoccupied with our life, we're too wrapped up in all of the other things to realize, like, hi, I'm here. I want to tell you something. And you don't listen to it, right? Because sometimes they're such small things. And we don't think that they could actually be the message, right? Morning. Oh, you're a Jersey girl? Me too. I wouldn't mind living in North Florida. My best friend asked me to come to Austria and see her. But to travel, we meet. Oh. Well, lucky you can actually travel, because I can't even go to Europe because I'm American. Because of COVID. Interesting. Wonder when the world's actually going to get back to where we used to be. Morning, Blair. Let's see. So, the hidden things of this connection that you thought was meant to be. The hidden truth of a connection. I hit myself hard. I think I see some fingerprints on my face. I'm like seeing pink lines. Let's see. Okay. So, the hidden truths of this connection that you thought was meant to be, which is broken, and now you need to bring balance back into your life. Okay? So, what about this hidden thing? What about this? Like, why would you give us the hidden stuff? Explain the hidden stuff, please. The moon is stuff that you don't see. The stuff that's in the dark. The stuff that was in the dark of this connection you didn't know if it was meant to be or not. What about this? Please show me clearly. Thank you, Spirit. Are you kidding me? The hidden stuff, done with more hidden stuff. All right? The Eight of Swords. More hidden truths you didn't know. So the hidden truths, the hidden things you didn't see about not being happy and how this wasn't going to grow no matter how much work you put into it. Okay. The thing that you didn't see was that you were never going to be happy no matter how much work you put into it. That's what you didn't see. And you thought this was the connection that was supposed to be. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. So let me ride with it, see where this thing goes. Sorry, I know the mic is right here and my voice is very loud. I sang all day yesterday. That is why I could not come and do a live yesterday. So I am sorry, guys. Yeah, it's time to grow. It's time to bring self-balance. And it's time to plant your new garden however the fuck you want it. Right? Plant the trees you want. Plant the flowers you want. Don't plant the shrubs that stink and you don't like. Right? Put it exactly, and this is where Spirit was going from the beginning. What is it? Stay in this thought process of, what do I want? What is it? How do I want my world to look like? And let's take action. Let's move into that direction, okay? And stop putting the focus on this past person. But learn from the past person. You just needed some time to heal. Even though, see, the cards came sideways. All right? If it was in the upright, you're still, loathing and pain and like this, you've healed. You're here. You're here, right? You still needed a little bit of R&R to get to this healing. Done healing. Done resting. Or no, this way. Sorry. Done healing. You're like at peace. I'm at peace. Goose Fraba, I'm at peace, okay? So it's like you're still, but it's time to bring this stability in. And I feel like Spirit's saying, it's time to find somebody that will work together with you. So, when you meet somebody new, if they are unwilling to cooperate with you, remember the lessons from the past. You want somebody who's going to be receptive. All right, nobody's going to be on your page, right? But you want somebody who's going to be receptive and maybe respectful towards the things that you want in your life. and not somebody who hears the things that you want in your life and says, no, honey, this is what I want. And you're like, okay, because as empaths, we do this. We want to make somebody else's world happy. All right. We accept the sacrifice to make somebody else's world better, right? Equal give and take, respect. So it's almost like saying you want to find the next person that enters into your life. If they're not, like I said, you're never going to meet somebody. I mean, you might meet somebody who's right there, right with you and honed in, but it might be slightly off, right? But as long as they're receptive to working with you and you're receptive to working with them, and they're not going to shut you down on what you want in your life. So they're saying, find that team player. Find somebody who's going to raise you up. I raise you up, or you raise me up, right? Back and forth, right? I raise you up, you raise me up. You want somebody who's going to have equal give and take. Somebody who's going to raise you up, somebody who you're going to raise them up, somebody who's going to, you guys are both going to be at the top of your game because you're both going to bring out the best in each other, right? Hello from England. Hello. Hello. Plan for the possibilities. Both ascending, absolutely. So it's time to put a plan in place to see all these possibilities. It's almost like, and I feel like Spirit is saying, meet somebody who has equal infinite possibilities, who's not as closed-minded, right? So somebody who's going to accept all new possibilities. Whatever comes to the table, you got to roll with it. Let's roll, right? I feel like that's somebody who is going to be like-minded, somebody who's going to enjoy the same possibilities, somebody who will like the fact that there's new avenues coming in towards you, right? Hello from Missouri. At least somebody from the United States here. Besides my Jersey girl. Let's see. It's funny. I enjoy doing my readings here on YouTube because I would say like a majority of my listeners are from out of the country, which is really fucking cool. You know what I mean? Being that I'm in New Jersey in the United States, I've found someone that wants to be a friend first, to create a new life. Absolutely. Scorpio goddess, that's beautiful. That's what you want. That's what you want. I'm crying so much. My neighbor wants me to come over for tea and calm me. Oh, gotcha. Oh. Well, I know. Listen, don't cry. Well, I can't say that. Sometimes crying is good, right? Actually, you know what Spirit wants me to tell you? Whoever you are crying over, he's not worth it. Or they are not worth it. Whoever it is, okay? They're saying it's not worth your tears. Oh my God. And I didn't even see a card came out. The World card came out with this card. I didn't even see it. This cycle with this person was unworthy. This was a cycle with an unworthy situation, an unworthy person. Okay? So just walk away from the unworthy person. Okay? You want a brand new cycle, which you've already entered. Okay, healing messages, please. Because I gotta wrap this up sooner than later. All right, healing messages, please. Even though I feel like Spirit's already given those messages, let's get a little bit more. Oh, don't be sad. African sun, I think they're talking to you. Don't be sad. And for all you who are sad right now, don't be sad. Right? This was a karmic situation, okay? This was clearly a karmic situation, right, that you had to learn from. Don't be sad. It's almost like, why say what you mean in reverse? You didn't say what you mean. Don't be sad. You didn't say. Be happy. You didn't say what you mean. Is that what they want to say to you? But they're saying, don't be sad. Right? Don't self-sabotage yourself. Be happy. You don't need to communicate with this person. I feel like if you communicate, you might just self-sabotage yourself again. You might be living in the darkness again, with the shadows and the little creepy things living around you. They were your world. This was the cycle that you needed to get out of. The cycle of self-sabotage. Spirits, remind me of what I just said, okay? About doing shit for other people to make them happy, but they're not going to be happy, right? About us closing our dreams to make somebody else happy because we think it's going to better them, and if it betters them, it's going to better you, and you guys are going to have a great relationship, right? No, it doesn't happen like that. Sorry that I'm laughing, but it's the truth, right? We think that us giving 1,001% of ourselves is going to make things amazing, and it doesn't, right? Maybe initially it feels that way because everything's going great because you're doing what they want you to do, right? But then you're sacrificing your needs. So then this animosity starts building up and you start realizing it, and this person now starts abusing the fact that you're always, look, you see what I'm doing with my hand? The cycle. Starts abusing the fact because it's a progressive rolling. Abusing the fact that you are giving and giving and giving and giving, and now you're just expected to give. Good, remove his energy. You know, so you want to get out of that cycle, want to get out of that phase. You want to be in a phase of happiness, not the facade of happiness, just to give to somebody who is now going to abuse the fact that you gave so much to them. Oh, really? You're so funny. Isn't it funny how things come out? Or when you're saying something and like a song comes on the radio, you're like, I just said that. I just did this. Or yeah, I love that. It's just Spirit's way of confirming you're on the right path, right? You're in the right thought pattern. Okay, or you're listening to your intuition on things. Do not take action. And it fell on not saying what you need to say. So I feel like Spirit's saying if there's a dire need inside of you to say something to somebody, they're saying no. I hope it just answers somebody's question. If you have this burning feeling in your gut, like you want verbal diarrhea on somebody, right? They're saying no, don't do it. Okay. Okay, 1 second. What about this? Okay, don't take action from this person or situation. It's almost like they're saying, stay in the shadows. Stay in the dark. Okay, interesting. Because if you stay in the dark and don't speak what you need to speak about with this situation, you will have a new beginning in life and you will start your new cycle. Okay, so I feel like they're saying, if you revisit this situation, revisit this person, revisit this discussion, you're going to re-enter into the cycle. So if you do not communicate with this person and do not have that verbal diarrhea and stay in the shadows, you will have your rebirth. So if you're a person that keeps relapsing in your cycle, it's because you keep revisiting it. And maybe you still have lines of communication open to it. Well, shut it off. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, right? You're just lacking faith right now. It's like you have some faith, but not all the faith, okay? I never... Well, maybe that's the better way to be, African sun. Okay? See? They're saying you're going to grow. You're going to grow again, like Mother Earth. You are going to create your own world. You see that orb right there? That's a planet. That orb is a planet. So you are going to create your own little world for you. You see she's got time, a clock hanging, dangling right here. Give it some time. You're going to have a new beginning. And I feel like Spirit's saying you just need to have a little bit of faith. Just a little bit of your love for me, right? Just a little bit of faith and you'll be good. Hold on a second. Okay. Interesting message, Spirit. So Spirit's saying you didn't ascend because you weren't being true to who you were. You need to accept this fact. You did not put the proper boundaries up, and it kept you in a dark space. Okay? All right. Spirit's being blunt today. You know how I like that. I love it when Spirit's blunt. I hate it when they're like shooting around the message. See, you weren't grounded. You weren't stable, which I saw in the beginning of the reading. I was talking about how you were unstable. Okay? You weren't grounded. You didn't know your worth, too. Right? Because if you don't know your worth, if you're, accepting the bullshit of other people. You don't have to be mean. It's about putting proper boundaries up, proper respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, found out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, take care, T-C-B. I don't want to scream in the mic. You just need a little respect. Anything else? Nope, not with this deck. Okay, what about this deck? Any messages you want to say with this deck today, Spirit? Yep. Patience, sideways. Oh, God, I have a headache right here, guys. Just went. I don't know if it's pertaining to the reading. Yeah, maybe. Because I said, you just need a little patience, and then I got pain right here. It's almost like I'm saying to you guys, you just need to be a little patient. And you're like, oh, that's all I've been is patient. You need to be a little bit patient on freeing yourself, all right? Maybe don't be so hard on yourself. It's time to have a little fun, all right? Don't worry about the way you look in front of your friends. You will find true partnership, okay? Just stand in your power. Don't manipulate. It's like almost like saying stand in your power, but don't manipulate the power that you have, right? So maybe almost like, if you're somebody who likes to be the damsel in distress to get attention to, I'm not judging anybody because I know sometimes we need that attention sometimes, Good morning. If we feel like being that damsel in distress is going to get the attention that you need to help you, Spirit's saying like, why? Why don't do that? No. Why are you doing that? So it's like just stand in your own self-worth power, all right? And don't be so hard on yourself, okay? You're going to be just fine. But what they said to you, I think the most profound message was, don't accept, you didn't ascend because you're dealing with too much shit from the past, okay? And you need to accept this fact that you never put up boundaries with the person that needed it the most. Because you probably thought if you put up boundaries, they were going to walk away from you. And they walked away anyway. So there you go. And if somebody who walks away from you for putting up boundaries, they shouldn't be in your life. Because you're just respecting yourself. Okay? Let's see. They're saying, for those of you who are lurking in the shadows of your own self-pity, they're saying, guys, it's like almost summer. Like, you really should be enjoying this time, right? Wait, what did you say? Yeah, that wall is up and my moat is deep and you can't swim. It's pretty funny. Let's see. They're saying you're really having a hard time, like surrendering this to God to get on the right path and ascend again. Walk away from these wounds and go after what you're most passionate for, guys. And I'm not talking about this person from the past. What do you truly want in your life? Remember in the beginning of this reading, those of you who are tuning in late, rewind. Like, because, you know, what is that thing? What is that image that you always wanted in your life? Put it in your head. Go after it. Make it the best life you could possibly have, right? Envision the most amazing and beautiful things to happen, and you're going to start getting it. Camping trip with my friends. Oh, that's nice. I love camping. Don't be so delicate. You're not listening. Don't be so delicate. You're not listening. All right. I feel like it's going back. And Spirit's reminding me what I just said before. Don't be a damsel in distress or a masculine in distress. Whoever's watching this reading right now. Okay. Don't be so damn fragile. You're not listening. Smack in the face. Okay. You need to spread your wings and fly. Okay. You're not being very creative about doing this. Like, you know, you got to freaking jump off that fucking building with a parachute and lead yourself in the right direction. And I don't mean that figuratively. I don't mean that literally. I mean that figuratively. My dyslexia at its best. Yeah, like, it's time. You're here. Remember what I said. Where is it? If I can find it. I don't know if I can. You've already entered the new cycle. You're already in the phase, okay? You may not be here or here or here. You're here maybe. Maybe you're even right here, right? Maybe you're just on the shadow of the new cycle, but you've already entered it. Keep going. Keep going. Because if you communicate with this past person, what did Spirit just tell us before? You're going to go, instead of being right here, you're going to be over here again. Like, what the fuck? Or actually, I should say, you're going to be here. You're going to be here again. Do you want to be here again? Or do you want to be here walking into the new? That's on you. It's on you. It's all on you. All right? Take some responsibility. Don't blame anybody else but your damn self. Okay? Sorry. And closing messages here. Go with the flow. See where life takes you. Envision all those beautiful little things you want. All the small things. Truth, care, truth ring. I love that song. Always, I know. You'll be at my show. Sorry, guys. And then an hour later, I fixed it myself. No, what is this? Getting caught up in his BS again. Yep, he messaged again. I deleted it. Thank you. Delete, block, reject. Okay? I reject you from my world. I reject you from my energy field. Oh, guys, we had these cards the other day. Go with the flow. And it almost is saying like it said before, live in the shadows. And it's funny because we have the serpents again, but it's giving me a different message this time. It's almost like saying, you know how a snake weaves through the tall grass and you don't see it? It's like saying, stay low, be grounded. I thought you did this and got back. Like be grounded, stay low to the earth, be quiet, find your path. And it's interesting because it's almost like saying, you are not of this earth. Even though you need to stay grounded to the earth. You are not of this earth. And you know so much more. Right? And I also feel like Spirit's saying, like, that path wasn't your path. You found the trail in the woods. You followed it. It was the wrong path. Spirit's saying, you need to make your own trail in the woods. Don't follow somebody else's path. You need to follow your own path. Sometimes we think it's easier just to follow in somebody else's coattails, because then you don't have to put the work in. Spirit's saying, And once you find your own path, you got the tree of life, baby. You're going to be grounded as fuck. You're going to be stable. Okay? You're going to have roots. You're going to have stability. You're going to have growth. Find your own path. Yeah, light workers are star seeds. All right, guys. A strange thing as I float around, walking without touching the ground. Oh, that's interesting. So, you know what's funny? I kind of felt like that yesterday. I felt like I could not be grounded. I was just in here, in this other place that was above everything. Okay? Okay. My lovelies. I love you all. I wish you well. I hope this message will help you. Okay? I just want you guys to have, I just want this to help you better yourself, everyone. And guys, honestly, I know I sound like every other reader. If there is somebody in your life that needs to hear this message besides you, share it to them. Okay? Because sometimes people are very closed-minded for thinking outside the box. And then sometimes they just need an external person, like myself, to say the words that they need to hear to get them to the next phase. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that's all it takes. You know, I think I told you this the other day. I was listening to this guy. He's not a reader, just a guy, kind of a motivational guy. And it was about putting boundaries up. And I shared it to a couple people, you know, even though, you know, they have me in their life. Who's me? And you guys clearly know who I am at this moment. Sometimes hearing it from another person, an external force, is more solid, you know? So like I said, if there's somebody in your life who needs to hear this message, you know, once this thing gets posted, share the message, you know? Oh, thank you, hon. Because sometimes you just need one person to say the right thing, one person to share the right thing. Like we were saying before, Spirit's saying, I'm giving you the message, you're not listening. And sometimes you just need that one external force to push you there. Here you go. I know you don't hear me when I say it, but maybe if you listen to this person, maybe you understand what I'm trying to tell you. Does that make sense, guys? My ex said he wanted to set healthy boundaries and didn't understand what he meant at all. I always thought boundaries were bad things. No, boundaries are not a bad thing, because you need boundaries. Because sometimes good people, right, who do love you, when you give so much to them, they don't, like I was saying before, like even good people, they don't even realize they're taking advantage of you because you give so much to them, or they give so much to you. And it's almost like, then it comes, there's a fine line, and then it almost comes abusive. Because now it's like, okay, well, now I'm doing all this for you, and you just expect it, but you haven't done the same in return, right? Right, now I really understand what they mean. Oh, well, I'm glad you understand. Hopefully not in a painful way, but sometimes painful way is the only way we ever really understand what boundaries are, right? Like a quick example, my boyfriend today, we were just communicating about stuff like this and about, you know what, you need to work with me so we can work together as a team, because, you know, we both have two crazy lives where, you know, I'm getting divorced, he's divorced. He has his kids, I have my kids. He has his schedule, I have my schedule. Combined, it's massive chaos. Chaos, right? I literally had to buy an old-fashioned paper calendar to jot everything down because it's like mind-blowing. You can't keep it all in order. I can't. There's too many schedules. I can't. My brain is not a computer. I wish it was. It's just not. But by working together and setting healthy boundaries and respecting each other, like, I respect the fact that you have to work 24-hour shifts and get off of work and then go see your kids. I will never say no to this, but now you need to reciprocate it. And I know he reciprocates the fact that I have my kids in my life, but sometimes, you know, things get lost in the sauce. Does that make sense? Because you want to be with somebody and you're like, no, I need this time. And it's not even about me having time for me. It's about me having to put my energy here because I have to. And I have to put my energy here because I have to. And you respecting it and me respecting it. Does this make sense? I hope I'm making sense. Okay. Or, you know, boundaries come in many shapes and forms, guys, depending on your situation. But they're called healthy boundaries for a reason. Yes, but he said it was in a way that I would never see him again. Well, that really depends on your situation and what he means by, which actually did happen. Yeah, that really depends on your situation. Unless he was trying to manipulate you and saying, this is a healthy boundary, bye, I'll never see you again. That's different. But see the thing, all right, hold on a second though. Let me go back because Spirit's kind of giving me a message to tell you. Sometimes, if you don't respect somebody's boundaries, you push them away. So it's like, you get to this point where you're like, and it's kind of funny. I just learned the song yesterday. I'm just a girl from No Doubt, right? I'm just a girl in the world. Oh, I love you too. But like, you just get to this place where you're just like, oh, I can't do this anymore. I can't follow your rules anymore. I can't. This is overwhelming. Like, it's too much. It's too much because there is no respecting of boundaries. Now it's like, my give a damn is busted. I can't do this. Does that make sense? This is why you need to find somebody, like I said in the beginning of this reading, who's going to work with you, who's going to respect you, who's going to give and take equally and not just expect you to give or vice versa, you expecting them to constantly give to you. There needs to be a balance. If there's no balance and you guys can't work it out where you can meet, it's not good. All right, guys, I need to run. I have a client. I will be here tomorrow. I promise. All right. Love you guys. Love and light.